Hello students, today we will read a very interesting story, The Signal. This story has in two parts, The Signal Part 1 and The Signal Part 2. It is written by the Russian author Vsevolod Mikhailovich Garshin. This is the story of two track walkers, Semyon and Vasily. So, today we will start from the introduction here. Semyon is an ex-soldier who takes a job as a railroad track walker. He is responsible for maintaining a certain portion of the rails, including such things as clearing away snow in winter. His neighbor Vasily is also a track walker who lives in a hut some 6 or 7 miles away. Do they get along well? Read on. Here in the introduction, we will read that Semyon was an ex-soldier and he has been retired from the army. Now he was doing a job as a track walker. His neighbor Vasily is also a track walker and who lives near his hut. Semyon Ivanov had earlier served as an assistant to an army officer. He has now in poor health and lived with his wife at Kursk. Once he had happened to ride on an engine, and at one of the stations the face of the station master seemed familiar to him. They both recognized each other. The station master had been an officer in Semyon's regiment. In this paragraph, we have read that Semyon was an ex-soldier. He has been retired from army, but now he was in very poor health and lived with his wife at Kursk. Once he rode an engine at one of the stations, he met the station master. The station master recognized Semyon because the two were in the same regiment. Then Semyon asked for a job. "You are Ivanov," he said. "Yes, Your Excellency." "How do you come to be here?" Semyon told him all. "There is nowhere for me to go. I must hunt for work, sir." When the station master recognized the Semyon, then Semyon told him all things that he was hunting for a job, hunting for a work. The station master looked at him and said, "Stay here for a while at the station." "Where is your wife?" "My wife is at Kursk." Station master said to the Semyon that you can stay here while at the station, and asked him, "Where is your wife?" Semyon replied, "My wife is at Kursk." "Well, bring your wife here. I will give you a free pass for her. There is a position as a track walker open. I will speak to the chief on your behalf." The station master gave the opportunity to the work as a track walker and also said that I will talk to the chief for your job. "I shall be very grateful to you, Your Excellency," replied Semyon. Whenever the station master gave him the opportunity of the job, Semyon said that I am very thankful to you for this thing, sir. Semyon stayed at the station, helped in the kitchen, kept the yard clean, and swept the platform. Soon his wife arrived, and Semyon went to his new hut. There was a little vegetable garden and some plowed land on either side of the railway embankment. Semyon was happy. I could do some farming here, thought Semyon. After getting the job, he was living with his wife near the station And he was very happy because there was a little land also near the hut. He was happy because he thought that now he can plow their vegetables and do farming some here. Simon was given all necessities, stores, a green flag, a red flag, lantern, a horn, hammer, screw wrench for the nuts, a crowbar, spade, broom, bolts, and the nails, 2 books of regulation, and a timetable of the trains. Whatever the required thing for doing a job as a track walker, Simeon got all the things. 2 hours before a train was due, he would go over his section, sit on the bench outside his hut, and look and listen whether the rails were trembling or the rumble of the train could be heard. He was very responsible toward his work. He is very attentive toward his work, very dedicated person. He would go over the track twice a day, examine and tighten up nuts here and there. Every day he go the track twice a day and see that everything is in the correct order. Look at the water pipes, etc., and then go home. He check all the things. Look at the water pipe, etc., then go home. There was only one drawback, but there was a little one drawback here. He always had to get the inspector permission for the least little thing he wanted to do. He was happy by getting the job as a track walker. He was very dutiful, but there is a one problem. He feels that every time when he wants to do the little thing, he goes to the inspector for getting the permission for doing that thing. Okay, students.